Hello everybody, Brutal Bunny here, coming at you again with another Destiny video. And in today's Destiny video, we are going to be talking about many House of Wolves theories that I have found while looking at the Destiny Grimoire. So we're going to talk about a couple topics, possibly, well, not possibly, we're going to talk about all of them. We're going to be talking about Variks. He has something where we may not be able to trust him anymore. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about another thing with the Queen. We'll be talking about the Techians. They're mentioned in a couple of Queen's Wrath weapons, like Techian's Force, which is a fusion rifle. It's also in some more gun descriptions, so we'll talk about them. So, also, we're going to be talking about how the weird transfer of gifts from the Queen and the Nine and how they're possibly communicating, and then a little bit of Osiris. So we'll get all this in one quick little video. So let's talk about that. Well, first of all, we're going to be talking about Variks and how he may be turning into a traitor. Now, you may say, Brutal, how do you have this proof? You're just messing with me. You're just pulling my leg. I'm actually not. Well, in one of the Grimoire cards, we talk about Variks. This is for the House of Kings mission that is played a lot through the House of Wolves DLC. It's one of the DLC missions, and it's the one where you basically infiltrate the House of Kings' little bunker and take out all of their like main guys, a couple of the rulers. So here is the Grimoire card. Variks stares up through the shielding surrounding of the Vestian outpost. A thin filament of energy, almost imperceptible, keeping in the heat and atmosphere within the confines of the holiday catch-hull. His mandibles, which are his jawbones, which he may have like tons of them. I don't know. I haven't looked at the Fallen's mouths lately. But his mandibles idly opened and closed as he contemplated the view. Variks to himself. Goes after winter, devil's king, seeks power. Kings deny him. Kell of Kings hides well. Perhaps he will take back the great machine. Perhaps I chose the wrong side. It's not too late. Now, this could mean a variety of things. This could mean the man just getting kind of bored with his job at House Judgment, getting bored of the Queen, how she runs everything around there, and all that crazy stuff with the Queen. Or maybe he's thinking about switching sides. He's thinking about going to House of Kings. And that wouldn't be fun for us. That means no more rewards, of course, which would not be fun, because I still have a couple guns and armor pieces that I still want. Shadow of Veils would be pretty nice. But anyways, not about my gun deficiency. It's about lore. So we'll talk some more about this later. And I'll probably do an update later about it. But what happens after that is Skolas gets interrupted by Petra talking about how Skolas is back in the Ishtar sink and how the crows have found him. So, yeah. Now, next, the Silent Fang. We know about them and how the Queen possibly sent them to the Nine as a gift, or kept him in the Prison of Elders. Well, I read a Grimoire card. This may not be interesting. This may be just the capitalization error, but they capitalized wrath when she says they will feel my wrath, which, I mean, she says it a lot. I don't know. It may just be one of those weird things that people say. I don't know. But they capitalized it, and it may just be a conventions error, but they have done a lot of these, and I haven't seen any errors before. So if they made one, then that's a pretty on-cue mistake. But maybe the wrath could be like her Secret Service, or her maybe a group that could help kill stuff. I don't know, but it could be pretty bad if it's not just her wrath, you know. with the Techions. We don't know what the Techions are. We really don't know of anything about the Techions, but except one thing in the grimoire, which I will read off now. The Techions' jewel-like augments flashed as they circled around her. Mara closed her eyes. A hum rose from the Techions, the notes fracturing into harmonies. From the shadows, hundreds of tiny blue sparks burst to life before her. Then Mara inclined her head. The sparks began to rush by as she is plunging through them, each streak of blue burning swath in her vision. As the last spark vanished, Mara saw darkness once again, a long, stretching, empty darkness. And then another cloud of sparks burst forth. These were smaller than the others, their tiny flames guttering and flickering. There were fewer of them, too, but Mara inhaled as the sparks growing bigger as they flew. And I don't have the rest of it, but I guess the Techions were gone, and they disappeared, which is pretty convenient, if you ask me, with their teleporting powers. So, next we're going to be talking about the Nine and Skolas, and how he was sent to the Nine, possibly, or sent somewhere, and that's how he escaped. But, you know, the Nine are pretty sneaky, and they got their little, they're all one, kind of like the Vex, and they're kind of creepy, man. They're, like, have you looked at Zur's face? Like, he's got, like, that freaking Pirates of the Caribbean guy face with the tentacles and all that gross stuff there. But anyways, yeah, you don't want to mess with the Nine. But apparently Skolas did. Here we are. For a while, okay, never mind. So, it says where some of the Queen's ships had flown into Nine territory, and they weren't approving. So, Mara, or the Queen, said send them Skolas as a gift. Now, this could be just something that she did one time, but from the amount of things that she talks about, look, the Silent Fang she even talked about giving them to him. So, I don't know, it could be just a normal thing. And then Osiris, last of all. Here's a quote that many may not have read, could lead some insight into Osiris. This could be Osiris talking or somebody like Osiris. But what drives a warlock to madness? Ghosts choose those suited to war and heroism to be reborn. By nature or circumstances, they go to battle against the darkness, and through this battle, they learn how to use the light. But warlocks, by their nature, find a second internal war. This is the war to understand a universe of secrets, a world that expects guardians to fight without full knowledge of what they might hope to achieve. You are a mighty warrior. I watched you at Six Fronts, and you heeded the call of Saint 14 to appoint you as Vanguard Commander. Even when the Conquerat... Okay, guys, sorry there, my voice kind of cut out, probably in the middle of something. I don't know where we left off, but we'll get into it. Back to... I guess... here. So... You are a mighty warrior. I watched you at the Six Fronts and heeded the call of Saint 14 to appoint you as Vanguard Commander. Even when the Conquerat claimed you to have records proving you're a Golden Age proving you're a Golden Age experiment misincarnated as a human by an inept ghost. Saint 14 assured me you were just a man without patience for obfuscation. I watched you as you grew tired of strike missions and the grueling, unproductive sessions with the Cryptarchs. That was when I took you under my wing. I saw a future in you, but your curiosity was voracious. How much of a Guardian's personality and memories were true? How much had been fabricated by their ghost? Did Guardians share particular personality traits, a willingness to yield authority, and a tendency to do anything anyone asked for the promise of uncertain reward, a blind knight-errant mentality? Had the traveler manufactured all of you as living weapons? I admit, I found your questions divisive and disloyal, and I feared you might be capable of breaking our unity when the city's position had grown tenuous. Why divert your attention away from the traveler? Only our hope. And then it got worse, dabbling in Thanatonautics, Ahamkara lore, and chasing after Zur and the tricks of the Nine, launching expeditions into the reef beyond time where ships were irreplaceable. Your quest split Guardians among ideological lines. This was your greatest crime. Hunters chose to pursue the visions instead of protecting refugees. Titans assembled teams to chase the legendary Vault of Glass instead of striking Fallen, and Warlocks turned away from the study of the Traveler in favor of your ultimate obsession, learning the exact nature of the darkness. When debate became argument and argument came acrimony, I realized you had already become a cult of personality, attracting Guardians who wanted a clear idea of why they were fighting, what they faced, and who and how they would ultimately win. I don't know where you've gone. I can no longer send ghosts out to find you. Some come back with tales of your death or how you went out seeking answers from the far reaches of space and time, that you found a way to the Vex Gate networks, that you've made breakthrough after breakthrough as to their origin theories, that a Guardian could not be simulated. The Traveler may be an autoformer, a god incubator, that the Vex had diverged into multiple groups in order to secure an end state for every possible configuration of reality. I fear you have become as obsessed with the Vex as the Hive was with Tolan. I've heard your own insane prophecies about pits and dead Hive kings, and of Crota, which now I cannot deny. I hear stories of Lord Shock's meeting with fire teams of Warlocks who have no shadow and never blink, of jump ships slipping into the reef on cold trajectories and making no intercept, of questions hidden in matter engrams and answered decrypted on distant battlefields. Perhaps you are still out there. If this reaches you, I would very much like to speak with you and hear your theories in your own words. Perhaps what drives a Warlock to madness is truth.
Zone C lost. Enemy captured Zone A.
Osiris was just obsessed with prophecies and all that stuff.
Enemy captured Zone C. Zone B.
Have a good day.
Enemy captured Zone B. They've got them all, Guardians. You neutralized Zone A. Zone A's captured. It's yours. Zone A lost.